dropped Niji off at the train station. It's so cool to have her back. She was challenging over in New Zealand, playing for the Blues. It's an all-picky competition. It's one of the biggest women's rugby competitions. And they only allow like 2 foreigners on each team. So it's a really big deal that she got contracted over there. It's her second time. Anyways, it's so cool to have her back. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Like, especially at this stage of life, everyone's just the type of people that I want to surround myself with. They're busy. You see him, and when you see him, it's awesome. It's a special connection. And then you both understand that, all right, got things to do. Time to do our things. So, sirens. I don't like hearing sirens. But anyways, yeah, the thing on friendship. But anyways, when I dropped her off, there's a Japanese market downstairs. And I got this. I forgot what it's called, but I love this fish. It's grilled. This anime that I used to watch growing up, Inuyasha, that's what they ate all the time. Is this grilled fish. They put a stick on it and then put it over the fire. Ooh. Itadakimasu. Yeah, I'm just gonna go head first. A little bitter because it's the head. Got a lot of bones, so you gotta make sure you chew them well. My mom cut her throat once eating a fish bone. It was scary. It was like a whole ordeal. The head is always bitter. That's why I eat it first. And they put salt on the fins. Yeah. The white meat is so good. See the little bones? It's so fun to eat. Gotta make a thumbnail. You understand. Something that I understand, but it's also kind of a pet peeve of mine. But again, like I do understand people are genuinely curious and no one's ever malicious. It's on me for not having the patience. And I do appreciate people's curiosity. All the time people in Japan ask me, oh, can you eat this? Can you eat that? Can you eat Japanese food? Are there Japanese foods that you don't like? You know, can you eat natto? You know, like, which is sticky fermented beans. Normally foreigners don't really like it. I shouldn't say normally, but it's a jarring smell. It's a jarring experience because there's not a lot of, I don't think there's anything quite like it. I guess more so I get kind of irritated when it's my teammates because I'm around them all the time. And it's not, again, they're curious and I'm not upset at them. It's more on me. And I guess I just want to be, I know I'm, you know, no one's ever going to be 100% understood and I don't expect to be 100% understood, but I guess I want to be somewhat understood by my teammates. I mean, you know, my family's Japanese. I grew up Japanese. Mom's Japanese. Like, my mom grew up making Japanese meals all the time. She would drive really, really far to get the ingredients, like maybe like 40 minutes away to get the ingredients. But in my house, it was like Japanese rules, Japanese food, Japanese sayings. So I'm like, yeah, I can eat these things. Like, I do like eating these things. But that's more on me than it is them because they're curious, you know, they don't know how I grew up. But and I guess the most important thing is no matter where you go, you have to know you and be confident in knowing you. Like, I know my house, I know how I grew up. It shouldn't really matter what other people think, but anyways, just a small pet peeve. But yeah, it does irritate me, but it's okay. Sometimes I just want to be left alone, you know, like I'm sure everyone's experienced that to some degree. Someone's bumping music, hell yeah. Left alone as in like I think the people I get along with quite well. I get along with everyone pretty cool, but I mean people I feel really comfortable with, like why I feel quite comfortable with Niji and why I feel comfortable with like Yuria is they never make me feel, they just treat me like Reina, you know, like they don't treat me as like a foreigner, or they don't treat me as like what they're trying to understand me as. They just treat me as is. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, just got a text from my boyfriend. Nice. He's working hard. Anyways, that's just something I grapple with. I'm not, you know, I don't want to have like a small heart about it. you know? Like I said earlier, anywhere I go, I'm never gonna 100% fit in. I don't think, because I do think my role is, you know, if you 100% fit in somewhere, that means it's harder for you to relate to people from other places. And so I think there's a part of me that can relate to many different types of people, which is important in leadership, and it's important in human connection. I've always felt that despite not being able to 100% fit in pretty much anywhere I went, I was able to still, and probably no one does 100% fit in anywhere. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be like, oh, me, or focus on me. Like, I'm not trying to have some childish mentality, and I hope I'm not misunderstood. But if you were to fit 100% somewhere, that means it's hard for you to relate to many different people, because you only know that thing, if that makes sense. But where I grew up back home in Canada, there's so many different types of people, and everyone's pretty much an immigrant from where I'm from. And so you get exposed little bits by little bits of so many different things, whether that's like food, music, culture. And so anywhere I go, if I meet like an Indian or if I meet a Chinese person, the West Indies or something, like I'll always have something that I could bring a sense of familiarity and comfort to the conversation. And I think that's cool. I think that's cool. And I think there's a certain level of having to accept that you're not gonna fit, or accept that people are always gonna come at you with questions, and accept being misunderstood. I'm always misunderstood. But fair enough, I'm probably misunderstanding people all the time too. So, but anyways, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm trying. This fish